When your cat takes over the spot you just left, it's not just because it's warm or convenient. What really matters is your scent. A cat's sense of smell is far stronger than a human's, so they can clearly detect the subtle natural scents your body leaves behind things you'd hardly notice yourself. To a cat, this scent isn't just a smell. It's an emotional signal. It represents familiarity, stability, and safety. When you leave, the chair still holds your imprint, and to your cat, it feels like a part of you is still there. That's why when your cat curls up where you were sitting, they're seeking comfort and reassurance. This is especially noticeable when you're away. Your cat will gravitate toward places that carry your scent to ease stress and feel more at ease. Simply put, this behavior is like a child hugging a shirt or pillow that smells like their parents. It's not about taking your spot, it's your cat's way of creating a sense of closeness and security when you're not around. When your cat settles into the spot you just left, they're not only enjoying the comfort, they're also carrying out an instinctive behavior: scent marking. Cats have scent glands in several areas of their body, such as their cheeks, paws, and the base of their tail. Every time they rub against something or lie down, they leave behind their unique scent. What's especially interesting is that when your cat chooses your spot where your scent is already present, they don't replace it. Instead, they blend their scent with yours. In a cat's world, this mixing of scents has a very special meaning. It signals bonding and acceptance. It's their way of saying, we belong to the same group. So, what may seem like taking your spot is actually a quiet expression of affection. Your cat isn't claiming something from you, they're adding their own mark to turn that space into something shared between the two of you. This is also why cats rub their heads against your legs or gently headbutt you when you come home. These are all ways they mark you with their scent. To a cat, it's one of the strongest signs of closeness. In other words, when your cat lies in your spot, they're not saying, this is mine, but rather, you are mine and I am yours. When your cat consistently chooses your spot over anyone else's, it's not by chance. Cats are incredibly observant. They quietly watch everything happening in the home: who feeds them, who opens doors, who moves around the most, and who shapes the daily routine. Over time, cats build a kind of social map in their minds, and in that map, one person usually stands out above the rest, the one they feel most connected to. Your seat, then, isn't just a chair. It represents the presence of the center of their world. When your cat chooses to sit where you were, they're gravitating toward the most familiar and meaningful source of comfort. It's a place associated with stability, care, and the key moments of their day. This behavior isn't about competition or taking over. Instead, it reflects their desire to be closer to what you represent. In the wild, cats tend to stay near individuals who influence resources and safety. So when your cat lies in your spot, it's a sign that you're not just their owner, you're the most important figure in their world. One very practical reason, often overlooked, is that your cat is simply seeking warmth. But not just any kind of cozy warmth like humans enjoy. It's about finding the exact temperature that suits their body. A cat's body temperature is higher than ours, usually around 38, 39 degrees Celsius, 102 degrees Fahrenheit. That means what feels comfortable to you can actually feel a bit cool to them. So cats naturally gravitate toward warmer places: sunlight, laptops, freshly dried blankets, and especially the spot you just left. When you get up, your seat still holds your body heat. To your cat, it's like a pre-warmed bed. No waiting, no effort needed. They can just hop on and enjoy it right away. This behavior is deeply instinctive. In the wild, staying warm helps cats conserve energy and maintain their bodily functions efficiently. Instead of generating heat by moving around or using up energy, they choose the smarter option, taking advantage of an existing heat source. So if your cat quickly takes over your seat the moment you stand up, they're not necessarily trying to bother you. They're simply seizing the perfect opportunity, a spot that's warm, comfortable, and available at just the right time. Many people don't realize that cats don't just observe you, they actually learn from you. For a long time, cats were thought to be independent and uninterested in human behavior, unlike dogs. But in reality, cats are capable of social learning, meaning they watch and adjust their behavior based on what they see. When you consistently sit in a particular spot to rest, work, or relax, your cat takes note of it. To them, your repeated actions send a clear message: this is a good, safe place worth being in. So when you get up and your cat immediately takes your spot, it's not a coincidence. They're following your choice. In their own natural way, cats assume that if you, the one they trust, choose that place to settle down, then it must have value. This is a simple but effective form of behavioral imitation. It also explains why cats love lying on your desk, keyboard, or any place you frequently use. In other words, cats don't just live alongside you, they're watching, learning, and in some ways becoming a little more like you. And the chair you often sit in, from their perspective, is part of a trusted routine they want to be part of. Have you ever felt like your cat is waiting to take your spot the moment you leave, as if they knew it was about to happen? In reality, your cat isn't guessing, they're reading you with surprising accuracy. Cats are masters at picking up on routines and the tiniest signals. The things you barely notice, like leaning slightly forward, putting your phone down, sighing, or shifting your posture, are clear cues to them. After living with you for a while, they've observed these patterns hundreds, even thousands of times. From that, they build a kind of prediction model. When these signals appear, you're about to get up. So when you stand up and your cat immediately jumps into your seat, it's not coincidence or mischief. It's the result of careful observation and impressively precise timing. In other words, your cat understands your habits more than you might think. They don't need to know what you'll do next, they just need to know you're about to leave. If your seat has ever been stolen like this, drop a 1-inch the comments and see how many people relate. Among all the reasons above, this is the most important one. Cats only choose to rest where they truly feel safe. Unlike dogs, cats don't give their trust easily. In the wild, resting or sleeping is when they're most vulnerable. Choosing the wrong spot can have serious consequences. So every time a cat decides to curl up somewhere, it's not random, it's a deliberate, considered choice. And when they ignore every other option in the house, from the cozy bed you bought, to the sunny windowsill, to quiet corners, and instead choose the exact spot you just left, that carries a very clear meaning. That place has your scent, your warmth, the trace of the presence they trust most. To your cat, that is the safest place. When they lie there, it's as if they're saying, "I trust you. I feel safe being close to you even when you're not here." This isn't about taking your spot. It's how a naturally cautious animal shows deep attachment. A kind of affection that's quiet, but very real.